Everyone, can you all hear me? Please respond. Am I audible to all of you? Okay, so let's start the session. All right. So what we are going to do in this session here, first of all, we'll try to solve the XAT 2018 paper of QA and DI section here. All right. So the idea is that in the next 25 to 30 days, if you solve all the past year CAT papers, okay, that will be more than enough for the practice here. Okay. So let's start with the XAT 2018 QA and DI section. Okay. So there were 27 questions. So for these 27 questions, the time limit is going to be 60 minutes. So your time starts now. Please start. The time limit will be from 9:01 to 10:01. So you all have got exactly 1 hour. So please start. I'm going to give you the privileges also where you can navigate through all the slides. Please check whether you all can navigate through the slides. All of you. Are you able to navigate through the slides? Artika, Ayush, Nitin, Kavya, Priyanka, Soumya, and everyone? Yes. And please attend the session from laptop. Okay, so please start, all of you. Time up. Am I audible to all of you? Please respond. Can you all hear me? All right, so let's start with the discussion. How was the paper? Was it tough or easy? Because when I was solving this set here, I find it to be medium difficulty level overall. Now let's start with the analysis here. Okay, and the very first question, which is actually a sitter. So can anyone tell me what is the answer for this question? Please tell me, all of you. That's right. The correct answer is option number 4. So I'm sure that this is one of the easiest question of this particular paper here. Anyone who want me to discuss? Can I move to the next question? Okay. Question number 2. What is the answer for question number 2? Please tell me. That's right. The correct answer is, of course, option number 5. Any doubts to anyone? Anyone who want me to discuss this question? This was also a very easy one, I'll say. किसी को doubt है इसमें? Please tell me if anyone has any doubt who want me to discuss. No one. Okay. So should I move to the next question then? Question number 3. What is the answer for this question? Again, a sitter. I'll say the correct answer for this question is option number 5. None of the above. The correct answer is 216. Okay. So anyone who want me to discuss, or can I move to the next question? No doubt. Okay. 4th. What's the answer of question number 4? That is option 4. Yes, that's right. The answer is definitely option number 4. Any doubts to anyone? Anyone who want me to discuss? Please tell me. No. Okay. So let's move to the next question then. Question number, just a minute. 5. What is the answer for question number 5? The correct answer for question number 5 is option 5, 120 milliliter. So now tell me, out of the first 5 questions, the questions, if I rate the questions difficulty level, okay, the question which you should have attempted in the first round, when I talk about the first round here, that is probably the question number 1, which is a sitter, I'd say. Definitely to be attempted in the first round. Question number 2 is also a sitter. I'll say not even sitter, but yes, it's a difficulty level. It's easy to medium. Maybe it might be time consuming. Why? Because of the reason that you need to solve with the help of the options. 3rd was again a sitter. And 4th is again easy to medium. I'll say, in fact, this has also a sitter. Not a very difficult question. 5, I can say, might be a difficult one. but not a very difficult one. So tell me which question you want me to discuss from the first 5 questions. Question number 5. When I was solving, so I found out, I'll not say it's a very difficult. Okay. A mixture comprises water and liquids A and B. So there are 3 parts here. The first part is water, then A, and then B. The volume of the water is 1/3 of the total mixture, and the volume of liquid A and B are in the ratio 5:3. So A is 5, B is 3. Okay. What is 5 plus 3? Please tell me. What is this 5 plus 3? That is equal to 8. So this 8 is nothing but that is basically equivalent to 2/3, because water is 1/3, so A plus B is nothing but 2/3. So water is how much? Can you say water is nothing but that is 4? Yahi hoga na? Then 4:8, the ratio will be okay. 4/12, the total sum of the ratios will become 12. 4/12, which is equal to 1/3. So any doubts to anyone till this step, please tell me. No. So please respond. Artika, Ayush, Agrim, Akshay, and everyone. Okay. Keep responding. Now, to remove the water, the mixture is passed through a porous medium which completely absorbs the water and partially absorbs liquid A. Altogether, this porous medium absorbs 200 ml of the initial mixture. If the ratio of volumes of liquid A and B in the recital concentrated mixture becomes 7:9. After certain steps, remember, water is completely out. There is no water now. Okay. Liquid A, the part of A, some part of A is also observed here. Okay. The ratio becomes nothing but that is 7:9. And A is not here. Okay. That is after passing through porous medium. Now, what is constant in the first mixture as well as after the second mixture? What is constant? Can anyone tell me which quantity is constant? Which quantity is not decreasing? Yes. And we have discussed, we always need to focus on such type of the part. So we know that the quantity of B is equal to nothing but the concentration of B into total volume. Yes or no? We have discussed this formula in the class. So what is the quantity of B in the first year? Initially the quantity of B is nothing but the concentration. I can say that is 3 upon sum of the ratio 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. And total volume is, let's say, V1. Here initial volume is V1 and then final volume is V2. Okay. Is equal to, here the concentration is nothing but of B is 9/16 times V2. Both of them will be equal, and the quantity of B in both the mixture, the quantity of B will remain constant. Okay. Now, so from here you will get the ratio that the V1 is to V2 is equal to nothing but that is 9:4. So V1 by V2 it is equal to 9/4. Now, if you look at here, difference in the ratio. What is the difference in the ratio? Please tell me. The difference in the ratio is 5. But we know how many liter has been absorbed? 200. So we need the difference between V2 is basically V1 minus 200. That is, you can say that V2 is equal to V1 minus 200 by, you can solve it in this way, or I simply use ratio and proportion here. So the difference between these two is 5. We need know that the second volume is 200 meter, 200. So 5 into 40. So 9 into 40 is 360, and 4 into 40 it is equal to 160. And you can see the difference between these two is nothing but that is 200. Okay, so V1 is equal to, the initial volume was equal to 360, and the final volume it is equal to nothing but that is equal to how much? 160. Okay, the question is find the volume of water absorbed. So water is nothing but we know that is 1/3. So water is nothing but that is 1/3 of 360. That is equal to nothing but that is 120 ml. And that is the answer. Now tell me, how will you read this question? Easy, medium, or difficult? I say it's a medium level, not a very difficult. If your fundas are clear, you can solve this question easily. Not a very complicated equation also. So any doubts to anyone now? Please tell me in this question number 5. No. So I hope that you all agree with me. So this was not a very difficult question. Okay. Now let's move to question number 6. When I was trying to solve the paper, okay, since I was not able to give the last year, so when I was solving this paper today, so I was able to solve almost all the questions. ठीक है, ऐसा कोई भी नया क्वेश्चन आई डिडंट फाइंड एनी क्वेश्चन व्हिच इज न्यू एक्सेप्ट वन क्वेश्चन व्हिच इज बेस्ड ऑन स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन which we might not have done. Okay, now this is again a easy. A coin of radius 3 is randomly dropped on a square floor of square subtitles of 10 centimeter each. What is the answer? First of all, tell me, all of you, the answer for this question. Anyone? The correct answer is option number 5. Now this is the question which we have done in the class, and one problem with me is that whenever I keep solving the paper, at the back of my mind it always gives me a structure. Okay, this is the question which I have solved at that point of time, or similar type of the question. The same thing happened with me in this XAT also, like this also. Whenever I was solving this question, it's at the back of my mind that we have done this question in the class, similar kind of the question. We are drawing a circle. Yes or no? Okay. Just a minute. So this circle, just a minute, guys. So if you look at here, this circle should lie inside the tiles. Maybe like this. I'm just drawing the figure. Okay. What is the radius of this circle? The radius of this circle is 3. So I can say this is 3 and this is 3. Okay. So this is 3 unit and this is 3 unit. Okay. So I draw another square like this. Just do it. Let me draw it here. Something like this. Now I'm sure that अभी से करते वक्त तुम्हें याद आ गया होगा. We have done this in the geometric probability, a similar kind of the questions. Yes or no? So this is 3 and this is 3. So the center of the circle should always lie in this particular region. Yes or no? You all agree with me? At the center of the circle, if the center of the circle is lies inside this inner square, okay, the circle will be completely inside the bigger square right here. Okay, so the radius is 3 units. So this side is 10, this side is 10. What is the dimension of this square? Can anyone tell me? Dimension of this square? 3 unit here, 3 unit, that will be 6 and 6, not 4 by 4. This is 6 and 6. Okay. Sorry, that side. That is also 4 by 4. So this is 4 unit, this is 4 unit also. So this is also 3 unit here. Okay. So this will be 4. So the required probability, if my center falls in the shaded region, the area of the shaded region is 4 into 4, and the area of the entire region is nothing but that is 10 into 10, which is equal to 0.16. So that's it. So I'll also rate this question as a medium difficulty level, not a difficult. We have done such type of the question in the class. Any doubts to anyone now in question number 6? No. Okay. So Devanshi, Devasri, Apurva, Amir, Akshay. So can I move to the next question? Okay. Question number 7. Yes, that was also an easy one. What is the answer for question number 7? Can anyone tell me? Acetone. That is 4 liters. That's right. Option 4. That is 4 liters. So it is, again, I take this as acetone, not a difficult one. Anyone who want me to discuss this question? Yes. We have done this question also in the class. Okay. There is a sphere. Okay. When it comes to the painting, we always bring the surface area. What is its surface area? That is equal to 4 pi r square. Now this sphere, it is cut into 2 parts. If I cut into these 2 parts like this, what will happen? Okay. Can I say you get a figure something of this sort? I'm just going to draw the figure. I get a hemisphere. So this is another area. Okay, this is another area. Alright. This is an extra area. So we'll be getting 2 such figures. Now it is further cut in this way. Okay. So if you cut along this line, so now just see it here, all of you. It will be like this. A quarter sphere. Okay, a quarter sphere. This is not exactly the circle. I'll say it will be like this. Okay. Now tell me one thing, Apika, for example. We know the surface area of this is 4 pi r square. So I'll get one more surface. What is the area of this particular part? Tell me. What is the area of this particular part? This is nothing but this is a circular region. Can I say this area is equal to pi r square? And remember, since I have divided into two parts, so it will be like this one. Pi r square, this area is also equal to pi r square. And similarly, this area will be also pi r square by nothing but 2. And there will be two such area. We can see it will be like this. Okay. So how many new bases will we get? We know since the curved surface area is not going to change. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I get 4 such parts, so if I combine these, look at the pointer, if these 4 area, that is always going to be equal to 4 pi r square. And then we are getting 4 circular regions. How 4 circular regions? This is first, this is second, okay, and this is third, and then fourth. Ye pura ka pura, if I combine this on 4. So again, pi r square, that is 4 pi r square. So for this, we need a paint of 2 liters. So for this also, we need a paint of 2 liters. So the answer is equal to nothing but that is, 4 liters. So any doubts to anyone now? Can I move to the next one? Or you can find out the area of 1 quarter sphere multiplied by 4. That is the same thing. Like this area, 4 pi r square. So this area, it will be quarter, that is equal to pi r square. And this is area is equal to pi r square by 2. This is also equal to pi r square by 2. So if you add all of them, it will be comes out to be 2 pi r square. And there are 4 quarter spheres, so multiply by this is 8 pi r square. So earlier the area was 4 pi r square, now it has become doubled, so paint is also doubled. The quantity of paint will be doubled. So this was an easy one. 8, even I found this to be also easy. At a first glance, it seems to be difficult, but believe me, the moment you start solving this, you'll find out that this is also a very easy one. What is the correct answer for this question? Yes, that's right. Because of the length of the question, it seems that, okay, it might be difficult, V1, V2, lot of variables are there. But when we start solving this, we'll find out the answer as 1. Anyone who wants me to discuss this question? Question number 8. Okay, I will set it out. Every day, a person walks at a constant speed V1 for 30 minutes. Okay, so V1 for 30 minutes. So the distance, this distance is equal to nothing but that is speed into time. So that is 30 V1. On a particular day, after walking 10 minutes for V1. So he has walked for 10 minutes with a speed V1. So I can say 10 V1. That is the distance. Plus, he finished the remaining distance of his regular walk at a constant speed V2 in another 30 minutes. Okay, so 30 V2. This is also distance. So both the distances are equal. So I'll say 30 V1, it is equal to 10 V1, okay, plus 30 V2. So from here you get the ratio that V1 by V2, it is equal to nothing but that is 3:2. Okay. On that day, find the ratio of V2 and his average speed. So V2, what is the average speed? Average speed is always equal to total distance upon total time. The total distance, as we know, it can take anyone. The total distance is nothing but that is 30 V1. And the total time, what is the total time? Total time is, remember, 10 minutes, 5 minutes he rested, then another 30 minutes. So 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 30 is nothing but 45. That is 45. So this is equal to 45 by 30 into V2 by V1. So 45 by 30, that is 15 3s, that is 3 by 2 into V2 by V1, that is 2 by 3. That will be equal to 1:1, and that is the answer. So like I said, at a first glance, it seems that it is a very difficult one, but the moment you start solving this, we see that it's not a complicated equation. It's actually an easy one. So I'll rate this as a medium difficulty level. Any doubts to anyone? Can I move ahead? Okay. Question number 9. Tell me the answer for question number 9. The correct answer for question number 9 is 4. Again, I'll rate this question as a medium level, not a difficult one. Medium difficulty level. Anyone who wants me to discuss this one? Yes. We have done a lot of questions like this in the bootcamp. A boat is stationed at, and in the class, at the north of the, okay, this is east, this is west, and this is north, and then this is south. So a boat is here. Let's say this is point A. Okay? And here it is lighthouse. This is L. And then there is another, that is B. So a boat is stationed at the north of a lighthouse, that is point A. It is making an angle of 30 degrees with the top of the lighthouse. Simultaneously, another boat is stationed at the east of the same lighthouse. Is making an angle of 45 degrees with the top of the lighthouse. What is the shortest distance between these two boats? So I need to find out the distance AB. Okay. So first of all, I'll say, let's say there is a lighthouse. Okay. This is L, represents lighthouse, and let me repeat, this is L dash. So from point A, you are making an angle of how much? 30 degrees. Okay. Angle of elevation is 30 degrees. So this angle is equal to 30 degrees. Okay. And the height of the lighthouse is 300 feet. This is 60. So this is 30, 60, 90. So opposite to 30, it is 300. So opposite to 60, it will be 300 root 3. 1 is to root 3 is to 2. So 300 root 3. So the distance AL is 300 root 3. I can write down this is equal to 300 root 3. This is 90 degrees. Now, in a second scenario, from point B, it is making an angle of elevation is nothing but that is 45 degrees. So this is L and L dash. The height is 300. This angle is 45 degrees. This angle is also 45 degrees. This is point B. Okay, so these two sides will be equal. This is also 300. So this is 300. So now if you look at the triangle ALB, this is 300. This is 300 root 3. So मुझे तो देख के ही लग रहा है the sides are in the ratio 1 is to root 3 and it's a right angle triangle. So another will be double of 300. So it means the length AB. Then AB is equal to 300 into 2. Multiplying factor 1 is to root 3 is to 2. That is equal to 600. So that's at 600. So that's why I told you earlier that it's a medium difficulty level, not a very difficult question. Any doubts to anyone? Now in question number 9. Please tell me. No. Question number 10. Yes. This maybe I can tell you that thoda sa difficult keh sakte ho ise. What is the answer of this question? The correct answer is option 3. That's right. Anyone who want me to discuss? But this is not a question where you can get stuck. We know there are two different quadratic equations. Okay. I say quadratic equation 1 and then quadratic equation 2. There are 3 unique roots and one of the root is common to all of them. And the sum of the 3 root is 41 and the product of the root of one of the equation is 35. So the product of the root of one of the equation is 35 and both the roots are positive. So let's say for the first quadratic equation, the possible roots are 135. Okay. And the other possibility is 5 and 7. Yes or no? 1 into 35 is 35 as well as 5 into 7 is 35. So for second quadratic equation, there is exactly one root which is common. So the common root, if the common root is 1, if the common root is 1, we know that the sum of all the 3 roots is 41. First root is 1, second root is 35. If the common root is 1, then 1 and 1 will become common. So 1 plus 35 is 36. So what is the third root? Tell me. 1 plus 35 is 36. What is the third root? The third root must be 5. Yes or no? Another scenario, it can be like this also, that the common root can be 35 also. Yes or no? I'll say this is first case, then 1, 35, and let's say the common root among these two is 35. Then in that case, third root is 5. Okay, because the sum of the 3 root is 41. So 2 of the roots sum is 36, so the third root is 5. So the third root can be 5, but common can be either 1 or common can be 35. Similarly, 2 roots, 5 plus 7 is 12. Okay, 5 plus 7 is 12. So what is the third root? Please tell me. Sum of the 3 root is 41. So what is the third root? 29. Yes or no? 5 plus 7 is 12. So that is 29. And the common root can be 5 or 5, 7. The common root can be 7 and the third root is 29. So can I say there are 4 possibilities? Yes or no? And in all the 4 cases, you can see 5 is one of the root. in all the 4 cases. So we can definitely say for one thing we have shown that 5 is definitely one of the root, as 5 is common in all the 4 cases. So that's why the answer is one of the root is definitely 5. Like first option, the common root is 35, not necessarily. In 2 of the cases, the common root is 29. ये तो कभी हो ही नहीं सकता वैसे. The smallest among the root is 1, not necessarily. It can be 5 also. One of the root is 5, that is definitely correct. So any other doubts to anyone? So I'll rate this as a difficult, medium to difficult. Any doubts to anyone? Can I move to the next question? But definitely doable. Okay. 12. Now tell me, what is the answer for question number 12? The correct answer for this question is, of course, option number 2, 158 PM. Any doubts to anyone in this one? It is actually a Fibonacci series. Anyone who wants me to discuss this, please tell me. Now, just look at here, 155, then 203, take a 211, 224, 245, 319, and 414. I just find out there is one term which is missing in this series. That term can be at any place. So I try to find out the gap between these two. The gap is 55. Then the gap between these two, it is nothing but that is 34. Then the gap between these two, 24, okay, the gap between these two is of 21 minutes. Then I found that the gap of these two is 30. Then I observe, okay, it is nothing but it is actually a Fibonacci series. 13 plus 21 equal to 34, 21 plus 34 is equal to 55. Okay, so here between 2, 3 and 2, 11, I found the gap is equal to nothing but 8. But between these two, the total gap is also 8. Is that possible? So if I say the middle term, okay, the missing term is 158, which is here. You can also take the help of this one. So this difference is 5 and this difference is 3. And you can see this is a Fibonacci series. 3, first term is 3, second is 5, then 3 plus 5 is 8, 5 plus 8 is 13, 8 plus 13 is 21, 13 plus 21 is 34, 21 plus 34 is 55. Each and every term is nothing but the sum of previous two terms, the difference between them. So that's why the answer is option number 2. Any doubts to anyone now? Can I move ahead to the next question? Amir, Apurva, Devasri, Natin, Kavya. Okay. Question number 12. Okay. What is the answer for question number 12? Guys, please tell me. The correct answer for question number 12 is option 3. Yes, that's right, 52. Any doubts to anyone in this question? Please tell me. So can I move to the next question if there is no doubts to anyone? Okay. Yes means what? Apurva? Doubt hai ya nahi hai? Discuss karna. Number of boys and then the number of girls. The number of boys in a school was 30 more than the number of girls. So let's say the number of girls is G. Okay, so the number of boys is equal to nothing but that is equal to G plus 30. Subsequently, a few more girls joined the same school. So let's say the number of new girls who joined the school is K. And then the ratio of boy and girls become 3:5. So it's a very G plus 30 upon G plus K, that is equal to nothing but that is 3:5. Solve this equation, I get that is 3K minus 2G, it is equal to 150. It's a standard linear equation. We know how to solve the linear equation integral solution. So when I take G is equal to 0, K is equal to nothing but 50. Can you say that the value of K will, since the difference of two terms is constant, so value of K will change at a step of 2, value of G will change at a step of 3. So next possible value of K is nothing but that is 52, and the value of G is 3, then 54, and then it is equal to 6, and so on. So many integral solutions. But the question is find the minimum number of girls who join subsequently. So the minimum number of girls who join subsequently is nothing that is equal to 52. K, I need to find out the value of K. Initially, the number of girls can't be 0. So if initially the number of girls is 3, and in that case 52 girls are joined. 50. Otherwise, there is no use of this statement. One of the way that the number of boys in a school was 30 more than the number of girls. So you can simply say that the number of boys is 50. And again, another way is that none of the option is also 50. Are you seeing any option as 50? Remember, when you are going for the writing of paper, do not start doing a research. 50 is not given, so why to worry about that? Okay, in any case, it is 30 more than the number of girls, so it has to be 52. Okay. It means initially there is number of girls, minimum has to be 1. Now question number 13. What is the answer for question number 13? I can, please tell me the number of, for question number 13. The correct answer is option 3. I'll read this as a medium. Any doubts to anyone in this question? Please tell me. Okay. It says a girl travel along a straight line from point A to B. Okay, so a girl travel along a straight line from point A to B at a constant speed of v1 for the t seconds. Okay, so the distance is always equal to speed into time. So speed is v1 and the time is t, so v1 v2. Next, she travels from point B to C along a straight line at a constant speed of v2 by making an angle. Oh, यहाँ पे एक point, I think something is missing. An angle. This is somehow it has been missed out. BC makes an angle 105 degree. Just 105 degree with EB. If CA makes an angle 30 degree. Okay, these are the two things which is I think missed out. Okay, so BC makes an angle of 105. So this angle is equal to 105 degree with EB. If CA makes an angle of 30 degree with BC, CA makes an angle of 30 degree with BC. So I can say this angle is equal to 30 degree. So this angle will be equal to nothing but that is equal to 45 degree. And constant speed v2 for time t. So the distance BC is equal to v2 into t. The question is, how much time will C take to travel back to from point C to point A at a constant speed of v2 meter per second? So I need to find out the distance C to A. Okay, I can use the sine rule, yes or no? According to the sine rule, take a sine 30 upon v1t. Okay, sine 30. You can see sine 30 upon this. Sine A by A is equal to sine B by B. That is sine of 105. Sine 105 upon EC. That I need to find out EC. Sine 30 is how much? Tell me. Sine 30 is equal to nothing but that will be comes out to be half. Yeah, so I need to, speed is v2 actually. Speed is v2. So instead of this, I'll take sine 45. You can take anything, doesn't matter. Sine 45 upon v2 into t. Opposite to 45 degree, the total distance is v2 into t. Okay. So from here you can find out the length EC. So EC, it is equal to sine 45. Okay. Upon just a minute. EC is equal to sine 105, which is sine 90 plus 15, 90 plus theta, upon sine 45 into v2 into t. Sine 90 plus theta is equal to cos theta. So that is equal to cos 15 upon sine 45 into v2 into t. Cos 15 is equal to nothing but that is equal to root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2 that we have discussed in the class. 2 root 2 divided by sine 45. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2, so it will be root 2 by 1 into v2 into t. This is the length EC. And the time, so the time is equal to distance by speed. So distance we already know that is root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2 into root 2 by 1 into V2 into T upon Vt. So in any case, V2 and V2 will get cancelled and we'll get the answer as option number 3. Is that clear to all of you? Look at here, root 2 will get cancelled. So I'll get root 3 plus 1 into T by 2. So by 2 means 0.5. So maybe I can rate this question as medium to difficult. Any doubts to anyone now? Please tell me. So can I move to the next slide if this is clear to all of you? Okay. Yeah, this is a difficult one. What is the answer for question number 14? 5. Amin is saying 5. The correct answer is 240. Just here. It says in the final semester, an engineering college offered 3 elective courses. Let's say 3 electives is E1, E2, and E3, and 1 mandatory course. A student has to register for exactly 3 courses, 2 elective and the mandatory course. So each and every student will enroll for a mandatory course. So the registration in the 3 of the 4 courses is 45, 55, and 70. So can I say the number of students in the mandatory course is always greater than the number of students in E1, E2, E3? Yes or no? Because if there are X students, all the students will apply in the mandatory, and out of those students, some of them will apply for E1, E2, or some of them E2, E3, or E1, E3. So let's say, if I say the mandatory course, in the mandatory course there are 70 students, and each student has selected 3 courses. Yes or no? So the total number of course, it is nothing but 70 into 3, which must be equal to 210. Yes or no? If the number of students in the M mandatory course is 670, it means total number of students itself is 70, because every student has applied for mandatory courses, and each student has selected 3 courses. So the total number of courses 70 into 3, 210. In elective 1, as of now, I can take, let's say, 45 students. In elective 2, 55. So what can be the number of students in elective E3? Total has to be 210. So I can say 45 plus 55. What is 45 plus 55? 100. 100 plus 70 is 170. So 170 plus 40. So the number of students in the 3rd elective, it can be 210 minus 70 plus 45 plus 55. So that is 210. Okay. Is that part clear to all of you? Please tell me yes or no. Yes. There can be one more possibility, as some of you had marked, like Amir has marked option 5. D 45 is also possible. If I say, let's say this is 45 in one of the elective, it is 45 in one elective, it is 55 in one elective, it is 70, and the number of students in the mandatory course is X. So the total number of courses is 3X. Remember, 3X. So I can say 45 plus 50. 45 plus 50 plus 70 plus X is equal to 3X. From here, can you guys tell me what is the value of 3X? X will be comes out to be, in this case, 85. So in that case, the minimum number of students is 45. But among these two, the minimum one is nothing. That is 40 is the minimum possibility. And official answer also, it was given 40 only, not the 5th option. So any doubts to anyone now? Can I move ahead to the next question? Amir, Apurva, Devasri, Gatin, Kavya, Akshay, Ayush. Okay, question number 50. Medium level, not very difficult. What is the answer for this question? Please tell me. The correct answer is option number 2. 10. We know that the last digit only depends upon the last term. So here, the last digit of this is x raised to power 63. The last digit of this is y raised to power 85. And what is the universal cyclicity for last digit? 4. Yes or no? That's the universal cyclicity after a power of 4. So in this first case, I'll say if I divide 63 by 4, what is the remainder? 3. So its last digit is same as the last digit of x cube. And here if I divide power 85 by 4, so this is y. So the last digit of this is x cube and here it is y. And it must be same. So what are the possible values? If I start with 1 cube, which is equal to 1. So y भी 1 लेना पड़ेगा, which is not possible because both x and y are different. कुछ तो इसमें missing है, just a minute. Yes. I think maybe when I try to copy and paste from Word to here, this is where x is not equal to y. Just add this line, all of you, please. That's my mistake here. X is not equal to y. ये mentioned था question में. X is not equal to y. Okay. So I'll say 1 cube is equal to 1 and this is 1. Okay. Okay. That is not possible. So if I take x cube, 2 cube is equal to 8. So I think 8 raised to power 1 can be also equal to 8. So the value of x plus y is 2 plus 8, which is equal to 10. That is another possibility. Now, if I take 3 cube is 27, 7, and 7 is to power 1 can be also 7. So in that case, the value of x plus y, that is 3 plus 7, that is also equal to 10. If I take 4 cube is 64 ka 4. And here, 4, not possible. Here, 4 is to power 1 can be 4. So this case is also ruled out. Both x and y are same. Then I say 5 cube, it will end with 5. Then 5 is to power n1 will be. That is not possible. Okay, then 6 cube ends with a 6, and then 6 is to power 1 also ends with 6. That's it. So this is also not possible. So similarly, everything is in it. 7 cube is 343 is 3. Yes or no? And 7 is to power 1. That is also not possible. 3 चाहिए ना मुझे. Okay, here it is 3 is to power 1, which is equal to 3. So here it will be 7 plus 3. That is again 10. Similarly, I'll say 8 cube. 8 cube is 64, 4. And then 4 is to power 1. What is 8 cube? 8 cube is 512. So 512, the last digit is 2. And then 2 is to power 1 also it's 2. But here again 8 plus 2 is 10. That's it. So that's why in all the cases there are these possibilities. In all these cases the sum is 10. So the answer is option 2, which is 10. So any doubts to anyone now? Please tell me, Jatin, Kavya, Devasri, Apurva, everyone. Can I move to the next slide? Question number 16. What is the answer? This is a difficult one. The correct answer is option number 5. Should I discuss this? It says they are integers. All of them are integers. So write down all the possible values. I can say mod of x minus 1 into mod of y plus 3. It can be equal to either 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So the possibilities here is, if I write down, okay, that is 2 into 1, which is equal to 2. But can I reverse it? Can I say 1 into 2? Now remember, whenever I say, remember x is negative, x is less than 0, always. So x minus 1 has to be also less than 1. Yes or no? X minus 1 has to be less than 1. So mod of x minus 1 is also less than 1. Okay. Matlab it will not lie between minus 1 and plus 1, basically. So from here, the possible solutions, if you try to find out, so there is only one way. Mod of x minus 1 is equal to 2 and y plus 3 is equal to 1. From here, you can see what are the possible values of x. X minus 1 can be equal to plus minus 2. Yes or no? From here, can I say that x minus 1, it can be equal to plus minus 2, and y plus 3, it is equal to nothing but plus minus 1. So x is equal to plus minus 2, or I'll say if you can write down the general cases. then it will become very easy while doing a counting. Just a minute. If I say, let's say this is A and this is B, both of them are positive. Yes or no? So from here I'll say x minus 1 is equal to plus minus A, and y plus 3 is equal to plus minus B. Let's say x is equal to 1 plus minus A. Okay. And y is equal to nothing but minus 3 plus minus B. Remember, x has to be negative and y also has to be negative. Now you can start making the cases. 2. So first case, if I take this as 2 into 1. So x 1 plus 2, 3 not possible. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Y minus 3 plus minus B. So minus 3 plus 1 is equal to minus 2. Okay. And minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. How many solutions? 2 solutions. Because x is minus 1, but there are 2 possible values of y, so I'll give 2 solutions. Okay. Can I reverse it? Reverse is not possible because remember, the moment I take A, x will become 0. So remember, A can't be equal to 1. Always keep that in mind. A can't be equal to 1 because if I take A, x will become 0, which is not allowed. So similarly, from 3 into 1. Okay. From here, 1 plus 3 is 4, 1 minus 3 is minus 2. X is only minus 2, second value is not allowed. And again, minus 3 plus, again I get minus 2 and minus 4. Again, 2 more solutions. Then I say 4. So that is 4 into 1. So x is 1 plus 4, 5 not possible. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. And y I get again minus 2 and minus 4. 2 more solutions are possible. 4 can be also written as 2 into 2. So I'll get x equal to minus 1 and y is equal to minus 3 plus 2 minus 1 minus 3 minus 2 minus 5. Again 2 more solutions. And the last case when it is 5. So this is 5 into 1. So x is 1 minus 5, that is minus 4, and this is minus 2 minus 4. 2 more solutions. So the total number of solutions is 10. So I get this as a difficult. Any doubts to anyone now? Please tell me. Apurva, Devasri, Jatin, Kavya, Amir, Achay. Because there are, I need to check one by one, so that's why it is a difficult. Concept wise, it's not a very difficult concept. Question number 17, sorry. Now tell me, what is the answer for 17? Option 1. That's right, that is 5. Any doubts to anyone? Yes. Now it says David has an interesting habit of spending money. He spent exactly pound X on the Xth day of a month. For example, he spends exactly pound 5 on 5th of any month. On a few days in a year, David noticed that his cumulative spending during the last 4 consecutive days can be expressed as 2 to the power n. 4 consecutive days. So if I say, let's say the first day is A, the second day is A plus 1, the next day is A plus 2, and the third day is A plus 3. And this, the sum of these 4 numbers, it is nothing but that is 2 raised to power n. It is in the form of 2 raised to power n. And the question is, what are the possible, what can be the possible values of n? The sum of 4 consecutive number is the power of 2. So Gatin, is the 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12, what is this value? Can you tell me? What is 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12? Tell me. Batao? Okay. Now, so this expression that is equal to 4a plus 6 is equal to 2 raised to power n. Now tell me one thing. 2 raised to power n, if n is greater than equal to 2, okay, can you say this right hand side is a multiple of 4? Yes or no? Like 2 square is 4, 2 cube is what? 8, which is a multiple of 4, 2 raised to power 4. But left hand side is never a multiple of 4. Can it be a multiple of 4? No. Because 4a plus 6, 6. So this number is not a multiple of 4. So whether such type of number will exist, first of all tell me you, Latin or Ayush. Can there be a 4 consecutive number? No. The sum of the 4 consecutive number, it can never be in the form of 2 raised to power n. Okay, just keep that in. The sum of 4 consecutive number, it can never be in the form of 2 raised to power n. Okay. So it means what? That these days, okay, it is basically the month is ending. Okay, because sum of any 4 consecutive number can never be written as the form of 2 raised to power n here. So if I write down days and sum, what are the possibilities? 4 consecutive numbers. So I'll take the last 3 days of any month. That is 28, 29 and 30. Okay. And then 1. And in that case, what is the sum? The sum is equal to 88. Yes or no? Again, it is not a power of 2. Then I'll say 29, 30, 30. Okay. 1 and 2. If I'm saying, let's say in 1 month there are 30 days, I'll take all the possibility if the month has 31 days also. If it has got 30 days, then 29, 31 and 2. What is the total sum? It will be 62. Again, not possible. Then I'll take 31, 2 and 3. The sum of these 3, it is equal to 36. Again, it is not possible. Okay, so let's say the month has 31 days, because with 30 days, that is simply I'm not getting any cases. So if it has got 30 days, so I'll say 29, 30, 31 and 1. So 29, 30, 31 and 1, the sum is 91, not possible. Then I'll say 30, 31, 1 and 2. 4 consecutive days. Yeah. So 30, 31 and 1 and 2. This is equal to 64, which is 2 raised to power 6. Achha. Answer is not 5 here. The correct answer is actually 6. 2 raised to power 6. Okay, that is possibility. But like one of the options says n can have more than one value. So you need to check whether other possibilities are there. If I take 30, okay, sorry, 31 to you know. So if I take only 31, 1, 2 and 3. So 31, 1, 2, 3, I get 37. Not possible. What all I need to check now? I have checked with the month, if the month has 30 days, if the month has 31, but there can be a leap year, February. Yes or no? In February, there are only 28 days. So let's take that case also. 26, 27, 28 and 1. Here also you will not get any cases. Then you will check with 27, 28, 1 and 2. Here also not possible. Then 28, 1, 2, 3 also not possible. The sum of these numbers will also not be the power of 2. But February in leap year, it is 29 days. So last cases, I say 27, 28, 29 and 1. Its sum is also not a power of 2. Then I say 28, 29, 1 and 2. This is also not the power of 2. Then 29, 1, 2, 3. This is also not the power of 2. So there is a unique answer that is here. So how do you rate this question? Difficult or very difficult? I say very difficult, isn't it? Better to leave. Any doubts to anyone now? Clear? To all of you, Akshay, Amir, Apurva, Devashree. You all are supposed to leave such type of the questions in the actual equation. 18. Okay, now that's a better. Question number 18. What is the answer for 18? That's right. The correct answer is option number 4. 12 minus 4 root 3. Anyone who want me to discuss this? Please tell me. Should I discuss this question? Or move to the next question? No doubt, next page of time. It is actually a very simple one. Okay. 19. What is the answer for the question number 19? The correct answer for question number 19 is 13 pi by 6 plus 1 minus root 3 r square. Anyone who want me to discuss this question? Actually, this is the question which we have done in the class. Exactly same question. And when I draw the figure, you will be able to realize that. Okay, but yes, because of the values, it might be a time consuming. Class may be a difficulty now. There are two circles. One circle with a radius 2r. Okay, and then there is another circle with a radius root 2r, like this. Just a moment. And I need to find out the area. So there are two circles. One radius is 2r, another one is r root 2, intersect each other at point A and B. And the center of both the circles are on the same side of AB. Okay, so this is AB. AB. And the center of both the circle is on the same side. Okay, so let's say the center is A. O. And O is the center of the bigger circle, and angle AOB is equal to 60 degrees. Now, if you remember, we need to find out the common area. So I'll say always in such type of the questions divide the three parts. Here. I'll say let's say this area is X, this area is Y, this area is Z, and what we need to find out Y plus Z. If you remember in the class we had done a question where we need to find out the area X. Yaad aa raha hai? Loom the question when the moment I start in the very first lecture of the circuit. We have solved a question where we need to find out the values of X. So once we find out the values of X, we can find out Y and Z. And how to find the value of X just here. Join AOB. Okay. Angle AOB is equal to nothing but that is 60 degrees. Okay, angle AOB is equal to 60 degrees. Now if angle AOB is equal to 60 degrees, so it is a OAB, the equilateral triangle. Okay. The radius of the bigger circle is how much? 2r. Yes or no? So this is 2r and 2r and 2r. So what is the length of AB? Can anyone tell me? OA is equal to OB is equal to AB. Okay. And OA and OB, it is nothing but 2r. So I can say AB is also equal to 2r. Now in such type of the questions, take r as 1. Let r equal to 1 because my answer is r ki value kuch bhi 1 lunga, you can easily solve it. So to avoid the calculation, you can take r is equal to 1. So I can simply say, let's say OA and OB is equal to 2. So AB is also equal to 2. Okay. So this implies that AB is also equal to 2. Can you find out the area of Y plus Z or only the Y? Okay. What is Z? Z is nothing but the area of an equilateral triangle, that is equal to root 3 by 4 into 2 square, that is equal to root 3. Any doubts to anyone? Please tell me. Z is area of, sorry, Z मैंने गलत लिख दिया, that is not Z. This I can write on area of triangle OAB. Area of the triangle OAB. This is an equilateral triangle which is root 3 by 4 into 2 square, which is equal to root 3. Okay. So I think I'm sure that you all can find out the area of Y. Or what is Y plus Z? Y plus Z is nothing but, can I say 60 by 360? That is Y plus Z, not Y plus Z. Don't be confused. Let me write down. Y plus area of triangle OAB. That is 60 by 360 into pi r square, pi 2 square. So that is Y, I'll get the area. Pi r square, 60 by 360 is also 4 by 3 pi minus OAB, that is root 3. Any doubts to anyone now till this step? Please tell me. Tell me, I use agree Maksha, Amira Purva, Devasri, Gatin, Kavya. Doubt hai kuch? Area of triangle OAB we find out. Then OAB plus Y is the sector of a circle. So I find out O. 60 by 360 क्या हो जाएगा? 1 by 6. No? Okay, yes, that is 2 by 3 pi. That's right. That is. Let me write down 2 by 3 pi. Perfect. So we know now Y. Okay. Now, if I take a blue circle individually, just see it here, all of you. I've taken a blue circle individually. I draw the line EB also. This is AB. The length AB is equal to 2. The length AB is equal to 2. And this is the center of the circle. Let's say O dash. Join here. This is also 2 or what? Root 2. So root 2R. Root 2R, that is the radius. So I say this is root 2 and this is root 2. So this angle is basically 90 degree. You all agree with me? ये angle 90 degree होगा ना? ठीक है, this is root 2, this is root 2, this is 2. So basically root 2 square plus root 2 square is equal to 2. So this angle is nothing but that is 90 degree. And this area is nothing above the EB. That is basically I can say Y plus Z. Let me write down. This area is Y plus Z. Sorry, not Y plus Z. What is that area? X plus Y. Clear to all of you? And this is Z. So can you guys find out what is X plus Y is equal to? You can see here, area above this line EB, this is X plus Y. So this is X plus Y. So area is nothing but the area of a circle, area of a sector, that is 90 by 360. So 90 by 360 into pi r square, that is pi into root 2 whole square, minus area of the triangle, which is equal to half into product of two perpendicular sides, that is into root 2 into root 2. Okay. So from here you can find out what is the value of X. So just solve it. So X plus Y, 1 by 4, 90 by 360 is 1 by 4, 2 by 4, this is equal to pi by 2 minus 1. So from here you can tell me the value of X plus Y and I. What is Y from here? Pi by 2 minus 1. So Y, so we have already find out. So if we had already find out Y, so okay, in the exam, okay, that is not needed then. X plus Y we know, this is the value of X plus Y. Just a minute, guys. What is X plus Y? 90 by, that's right. The area which I need to find out is minus area of circle X plus. So that's why I am not segregating this. What is X plus Y? I am writing X plus Y is equal to pi minus how much? 1. And I need to find out Y plus Z. Sure. X तो मुझे find out करना ही पड़ेगा ना. In this circle, our required area. Just a minute. Let me see that here. The common area is this. Y plus Z. So we need to find out X plus Y पता है मुझे. That's right. We can find out X as we can find out Y. I'm not writing this. We already know Y, we already know X, and we know X plus Y plus Z, it is equal to nothing but that is pi into root 2 whole square. That is equal to 2 pi. Alright. So I'm sure that you can find out. Yes, subtract these two, we can find out X and then we can find out Y. Common area is equal to total area of circle minus X. Yes, that's what I'm saying. In dono, if I take a difference between these two, we can find out X and then we can find out Y plus Z by subtracting it from 2 pi and we'll get the answer. So anyway, is this clear to all of you? So there is a lot of calculations are there. I hope that this is clear. In the class we had find out X. The very first lecture of circles. So any doubts now? Kavya, Gatin, Devasri, Apurva, Amir. Now 20 and 21. Now, so if you look at here, out of the first 19 questions, how many questions were doable actually? Then I'll come to the last 8 questions. I think question number 1 was doable. 2, 3, 4, 5 को कर सकते थे second round में, 4 is for, 6 was easy, 7th was easy, 8 was doable, 9th. I think the questions which is difficult is probably question number 10 might take a time, 11 might take a time, 13, 14, 15, yeah. But cutoff is still, it went very high. Okay. So 20 and 21, what is the answer of 20? Anyone who had tried to solve this question, question number 20. The correct answer is statement 1 alone is sufficient. Now just sit here. It says a group of 6 friends noticed. ठीक है, solve नहीं किया तो नहीं करना. A group of 6 friends noticed that the sum of their ages is the square of a prime number. Sum of their ages is the square of a prime number. All the members are 50 and 85. There are 6 friends. So can I say all members are between 50 and 85? So from the first statement itself, I can say the total age it must lie between 50 plus 6 to 85 into 6. Yes or no? Please tell me. Because each of the person age is between 50 to 85. So the sum of their age of 6 person, it should be between 50 into 6. That is from 300 to 85 into 6 is how much? 500. It's 480 plus that is 510. And the sum of these 6 person, it is lying between these two. A group of 6 friends notice that the sum of their ages is the square of a prime number. Let's talk about the prime number. Prime number 23 square. What is 23 square? 529. Not possible. What is 19 square? 361. What is 17 square? 17 square. 289. Not possible. After 19, next prime number is 23 square. 23 square is 529. That is also not possible. Okay. So I hope that you got the answer. That the sum of the ages of the 6 people, there is only one prime number which is satisfying this answer. So sum of the ages of the 6 people is 361. So the average will be equal to nothing but 361 by 6. So the fourth statement is sufficient. Is that clear to all of you? The first statement is sufficient. Please tell me. Okay. Now second, the standard deviation. Now this is one term which might be new for you. Now every year in the XAT I have seen they ask usually one question based on mean, median, mode. Every year, or like standard deviation. Every year when you solve the paper for the last 4 to 5 years, you can find out every year one question based on mean, median, mode and deviation. So I'll say that it's better to leave yourself 40 questions. There is no point of spending too much of time on these topics. So standard deviation, किसी को पता है? Does any one of you know the formula for standard deviation? How to find the standard deviation? So standard deviation is 0.6. So if the age of the 6 people is like A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay. And let's say the average of these people is equal to X. Then here I'll get A minus X. That is the deviation. B, the deviation is B minus X. For C, the deviation is C minus X. D, the deviation is D minus X. For E, the deviation is E minus X. And F, the deviation is F minus X. And the standard deviation is nothing but take the square. A minus X square plus B minus X square and so on till F minus X whole square divided by 6. That is equal to the standard deviation square, which is basically 4.6 square. But as X is not known, A, B, C, D, E, F is not known, so can you find out the answer? The answer is simply no. So second statement is not sufficient. Only the first statement is sufficient. So is that clear to all of you? Can I move to the next question? Okay. Question number 21. How many of you have solved this question? Okay, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is both statements are required to answer. That is option number 4. Okay, both statements are required here. Okay. Now just see here. Harry and Sunny have randomly picked 5 cards each from a pack of 10 cards numbered 1 to 10. Okay. Who has randomly picked the card with 2 written on it? Statement 1 says, what is the sum of all the 10 cards? So can you say sum of all the 10 cards is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up till 10, which is equal to 55. So from the statement 1, which says sum of the numbers on the card picked by Harry is 5 more than that of the Sunny. Okay, so for Harry the total sum is nothing but that is equal to 30, and for Sunny it is equal to 25. That is the only possibility. 30 plus 25 is 55, and the difference between these two is 5. But still, who has randomly picked the card with number 2 written on it? Okay, so sum 30. If I start making the cases sum 30, I can say, let's say this is 10 plus 9 plus 8. 10 plus 9 is 19, 19 plus 8 is 27 plus 3, so plus 2 plus 1. So 25, the rest of the 5 numbers, that is 7, 6, 5, 4 and 3, that is 20. That is one of the cases. The sum 30, it can be also like 10 plus 9 plus 7. 10 plus 9 is 19, 19 plus 7 is 26 plus 4. So I can say 3 plus 1. So rest of the number, that is 8, 7 is there. So 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2, that is 25. So you can see both the possibilities are there. Even Harry can get a card too, as well as Sunny can also get a card too. There are a lot of possibilities, but so whether the first statement is sufficient? No, we are not getting a unique answer. Harry can also pick the card too, as well as Sunny can also pick the card too. So let's go for the second statement, which says one has exactly 4 even numbered cards, while the other has exactly 4 odd numbers. Again, that is not sufficient. But if I combine these two, so one person has got 4 even numbers. So the possibility is the person who has got 4 even numbers. It can be 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes or no? Or 2, 4, 6, 10. Out of 5, I need to select 4 even numbers. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 10. Okay. Then I can say 2, 4, 8, 10. Okay. 2, 6, 8, 10. And then 4, 6, 8. And there are 5 possibilities. In this case, what is the sum? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. So the next number, it must be odd number. So only possibility is 20 plus 5. It is 25. I cannot take 4 odd number, 4 even number plus here. In the second case, 2 plus 4, 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 10 is 22. So 22 plus 3, that is again 25. Here also sum can be 25. It has to be 25. Now 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 8 is 14, 14 plus 10 is 24. The next number can be 1, and again the sum can be 25. In all the 3 cases, it is Sunny. 25, 25. Next 2 plus 6 is 8, 8 plus 8, 16 plus 10, 26. I need one more number, so next has to be 4. Then I'll get some 30, but not possible because all the 5 are even number. Similarly, last case will be also moved out. So by combining these two, we can see that Sunny has got the card too. So that's why the answer is both statements are required to answer. So I'll read this as very difficult. Even question number 20 as very difficult. I hope that you all agree with me. Batao, was it difficult, medium or difficult or very difficult? So both the questions were. So any doubts to anyone till question number 21? So how many of you have solved both the sets of DI? किसने ट्राई किया है? No one has tried DI. First set. First set. Since if you had attended the question of games and tournaments at a lecture attend किया होगा तो first set हो जाता है. Even second set is also good. So should I discuss this set DI? Let's take a break of 5 minutes. Can we take a break of 5 minutes and then we can do DI? 6 questions of DI. Please tell me. Soumya, Saran, Priyanka, Kumar, Kavya. Or in the 5 minutes, those who have not gone through this DI set, please go through this also. So just take a small break of 5 minutes and that's why all these XAT session will be of approximately 2 to 3 hours or 2 to 2.5 hours. So okay, discussing all these questions will take a time. That they are not a very easy questions. Okay, so right now 11:17. Let's start at 11:25. In the meanwhile, the rest of all of you can go through these questions also, all the DI questions, and then we'll start with the discussion of these questions. So it will not take too much of time, maximum 15 to 20 minutes. So just take a break of 7 to 8 minutes. We'll start at 11:25. Meanwhile, all of you please go through these DI sets. Okay. So it says 6 teams are playing in a hockey tournament where each team is playing against every other team exactly once. At an intermediate stage, the status is as follows. Okay, so we know how to draw a diagram. So let me go to the next slide. A very standard way of solving this: A, B, C, D, E, and F. And I write down A, B, C, D, E, and F. You all know this technique. We have done in games and tournaments in the class also. It's better to write down make a row and column. It will become easy for us. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, you can write down any one side of the diagram. Now, going back to the previous slide. If you look at here, Team A won 2 matches. Team B won, Team C won. Team D 0, E, F 0. Team E and F has lost both the matches. Team B has drawn 2, and B has drawn 1, C has drawn 1. So can you tell me on the basis of this data, what are the 2 matches of D? D has played against which other 2 teams? Please tell me. D has got 2 draws. Yes. So you all agree with me? There was a 1 match between D and B, and the 1 match is between D and C, and both are draw. There is no other possibilities because A, E, and F is not drawn. Okay. So I can say the match has happened between DB and DC. So the result of the match between DB is nothing but that is draw. And the result of DC is also draw. And since D has already played only 2 matches, so I can put a blank in D's column. Okay. Row-wise as well as column-wise. D has played only against B and C, and both the matches are draw. Any doubts for anyone? Anything. Another thing here, Team D has goals scored 1 and goals conceded 1 also. Okay? So D has played 2 matches and both the matches are drawn. So can we say in 1 match, out of these 2 matches, in one of the match the score was 1-1 and in one of the match the score was 0-0? Yes or no? Because Team D has scored 1 as well as conceded also 1. And so both the matches were draw. So in the same match, it has scored 1 and conceded 1. So 1-1 and 0-0. Is that clear to all of you? The scorecard of these 2 matches is either in one of the match 1-1, in one of the match 0-0. But Team C, and then there is Team B. But team C has not conceded any goal at all. Team C, you can see the goals conceded by the team C is 0. So team C has not conceded any goal. So can I say the score of D and C match is 0-0 and the score of D and B match is 1-1? Any other possibility? No, because C has not conceded any goals at all. So the only possibility is there is scorecard of D versus C 0-0 and the scorecard of D versus B is 1-1. Any doubts to anyone now? Please tell me. Ayush, Saran and everyone, Amir, Kavya, Naina, clear? Okay, so I'm just going to write down the score of DB is 1-1, DC is 0-0. The score of DB is 1-1 and the score of DC is 0-0. So you can say the total is, for D, the total is goals scored is 1 and the goals conceded is 1. Okay. Now let me go back here. Okay. So we know this for team D, we have got this data. Okay. Another thing here is also, so for team D, B and C here. Okay, team C, for team C here. So team C has won one match. Okay? Team C has won one match. Okay. So what is the score of that match? Team C versus some other team. We do not know which is the other team. But can you guess what is the score? Because for team C, the total goals scored is 2-0. Considered is 0. In one of the match, its score was 0-0. So in another match, it has to be 2-0. Yes or no? And C has won the game. You all agree with me? The total goals scored by C is 2 and considered is 0. The score of DC is 0-0. So in another match, the score of C must be 2-0. Yes or no? C must be 2-0. Now, can it be team A? No. Because remember, team A has played both the matches. Team A has won both the matches. So, पहले से ही कर लेते हैं. Team A has won both 2 matches. So, team A has won 2 matches. That is only possibility is against E and F. Yes or no? Because B has already drawn one match, C has already drawn one match. So, the other match of B and C are winners. So if B and C plays with A, B and C can't be winners. So the only possibility is that team A has defeated E as well as team A has also defeated F. So team A has defeated E and team A has also defeated F. So AE and AF. These are the other 2 matches. Any doubts to anyone? So I can say A has defeated E. So the result of A versus E is A is the winner. And the resultant versus A versus F is also A is the winner. So A has not played any other matches. Is that clear to all of you? The result scorecard of A versus E and A versus F. Sorry, the win and loss. Please tell me, Saran, Amir. Okay, great. All right. Now, so E and F. So now the possibilities here is C is playing either against, C has won either against E or F. Similarly, B has also won match against E or F. That is the only other 2 matches which are possibilities. What possibilities हो सकते हैं? Can you guys tell me? C will play the match against which team? E or F. Now, C and E. Okay. Now, if you look at here, okay, Ayush is saying and Saran is also saying C and E. Yes, the match has happened between E and E because E. If you look at here, A has conceded 1 goal. A has conceded 1 goal. So who can score against A, E or F? Please tell me. Who can score the goals against A? Only E? Yes or no? Please tell me. Because A has conceded 1 goal and A has played against E and F. So F has not scored any goal. So E. So the here the result of this one is 1 something, for against F it is 0 something. You all agree with me? Tell me. Okay. And what else we are left with? C versus E. C has scored 1 match again. So if C has won 1-2-0, that is only possibility, and here is the match between B and F. What can be the score of B and F? Achha. B, the result of D versus B is 1-1. Remember, the result of D versus B is 1-1. So the result of other match of B, it has to be 4-0. Yes or no? For B, total runs scored is 5, considered is 1. So one of the matches for B is 1-1. So in another match, the score of B must be 4-0, then only 4-0 and 1-1. If I add these two, I'll get 5-1. So A possibilities at B. Okay. Remember, I think since F has conceded 4 goals, so यहाँ पे क्या हो सकता है? It is 4-0. ठीक है. Can it be B versus F? Yes. Here it will be B versus F. The score is 4-0. And C versus E, it is 2-0. Okay. So if B is 4-0, C versus E is 4-0, 2-0. E has considered 1 goal, so scored 1 goal and 2-0. So here it will be 2-1. And here it will be 3-0. I think that is the only possibility. Last case. Remember, A, the match of A is 2-1. And then 3-0. 2 plus 3 is 5, 1 plus 0. That is 5 and 1. Okay. For F, F has conceded here 3 goals, and here F has conceded 4 goals. 3 plus 4 is 7. And for E, E has conceded 2 goals here and 2 goals here. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So that's the only possibility. So is that clear to all of you now? Please respond, guys. Okay. So you'll get the answer of all the questions now, or I can write down first of all to complete this table here. Draw the result of A versus E. E has won by 2-1. For F, it is 3-0. B is the winner between B and F. The score is 4-0. Okay. And between C and E, C is the winner, and that is 2-0. So total 6 matches have been played, and this is the result. So on the basis of this, we'll get the answer of all the questions quickly. What is the answer of question number 22 now? For correct answer of 22 is option 5. Okay. The correct answer of question number 23 is option 2. And correct answer of question number 24 is nothing but that is option 1. So while I was solving, I don't find it to be very difficult. This was doable. Okay, carrying on to the last set. So a lot of graph has been given, but if you actually look at the questions were easy. Now, the graph below represents the performance of 4 professors across years, 4 variables. Percentage of time spent on teaching. So percentage of time spent on teaching, percentage of time spent on research. Okay. Okay. Then it says feedback on a scale of 10, right hand side. And the number of publications we need to look at the right hand side also. Okay. Assume that the cumulative time spent per year on the research and teaching activities are same for all professors, and each of them courses for 90 classroom hours. Okay. So for all the professors, they have taken 90 classroom hours every year. That is constant. Okay. So the first question, if you go back to there are 4 professors. First question, which of the following shows the maximum year-to-year percentage growth in the feedback? Okay. So Professor Arithmetic during 2013 and 14. So Professor Arithmetic from 2013 to 14. So if I go for the Professor Arithmetic 2013 to 14, Professor Arithmetic 2013 to 14, feedback. So this is 2013 to 2014. The value has changed from 4 to 6.5. Yes or no? 4 to 6.5. All right. So you can say for Professor Arithmetic, the value has changed from 4 to 6.5. Similarly, Professor Algebra during 2015-16. So Algebra during 2015-16, this value is 5, this value is nothing but that is 8. So 5 to 8, this is 5, this is 8. So I can say this is 5 to 8. This is 5 to 8, it has changed. Calculus during 2012 to 13. So calculus during 2012 to 13. Okay, this has changed from 4 to 7. All right. So calculus, it was changed from 4 to 7. We can say from 4 to 7. And similarly, Professor Calculus during 2014 and 15. So calculus during 2014 and 15. Also check 2014. This is 5.5 and this is 9. 5.5 to 9. And if you find out what is the maximum percentage change, the correct answer is option number 3. That is approximately 75%. 4 to 7, so 3 by 4, the changes of 3 by 4, that is 75%. Rest all of them are less. So the answer is option number 3. Any doubts to anyone? Please tell me. Ayush, Saran, Amir, Kavya, Priyanka. Okay. Question number 26. So the questions are not difficult actually, but yeah, since there are 4 graphs are given, so some of you might get confused. Question number 26. Okay. One of the option is also none of these, but वो नहीं आएगा. 6 to 7, Amit, you are saying 6 to 7, the change is only of 1 by 6, which is 16.66%. So that you can, that to बहुत कम है ना, maximum change है. So because of the one of the option, none of these, it might be difficult, but if you look at the graph, maximum changes, ठीक है ना, visibly देखोगे तो 14, 15 लग रहा है. Here it is 2012 to 13. Okay. Or you can go for maximum changes. Geometry में तो you can look at the line graph. नहीं है possibility. ठीक है. Algebra में 5 to 8 तो वही आएगा maximum. Alright. 26. Now 26 is count the number of instances in which annual decreasing effort in research. 4 to arithmetic, so 4 to 7. But that is again 75%. No? Even if you are taking in arithmetic, maybe 4 to 7, just a minute. In arithmetic, in which year? Please tell me. If you are saying in arithmetic, that is from 4 to 7. In which 2 consecutive years? Tell me. Okay, ये by mistake यहाँ पे ये I think the graph is probably गलत हो गया है. This is actually equal to 6.5 था यहाँ पे. Okay, 4 to 6.5 change होता है. Alright. So might be I'm making that up. Alright. The next question here is count the number of instances in which annual decreasing effort in research is accompanied with annual increasing feedback. So decreasing effort in research, but feedback is increased. So research is decreased, feedback increased. Research decreased, feedback increased. Okay. Research decreased, feedback increased. Just keep that in mind. So research decreased, but feedback increased. This year, 2013 to 14, you can see research has decreased, but feedback it has increased. So there. Then further 15, 16 also. Okay, you can see research has been decreased, but feedback it has increased. So 2 years in case of arithmetic, there are 2 instances. Okay. Similarly, In case of algebra, how many such instances are there? Research decreased. Okay, here you can see research has been decreased, but it has increased. One instances and another instances, yes. Research you can see from 14 to 15 it has decreased, the bar graph has decreased, but feedback has increased. Okay, then again from 15 to 16, again the bar graph has decreased, but it has increased. So there are 3 instances in algebra. 2 plus 3, 5. In case of geometry, okay, one is from 2010 to 11. Okay, bar graph has decreased, but feedback has increased. Then 13 to 14, you can see feedback has increased, bar graph has decreased. Research, that's it. So 2 instances in geometry. And next comes to with calculus. One instance for calculus, you can see feedback has decreased. Look at the orange bar graph, it has decreased, but feedback increased. Feedback increased. Yes, one instance from 14 to 15 also. Bar graph has decreased, but feedback has increased. So 2 instances here also. So 2 plus 3, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 2, a total of 9 such instances are there. So the correct answer of this question is option number 3. Is that clear to all of you? Doable, are you? Not a very difficult one. Okay, question number 27. I think if you observe here, if you look at the last 4-5 years paper of QA plus DI, this is the one of the easiest DI I have ever seen in this exam. Otherwise, 2017, 16, 15, they're all very, very difficult. Now, it says research efficiency is the cumulative number of publications for a period of 3 years to the cumulative number of hours spent on research activities in 3 years. Okay, so number of publications upon number of hours from 2015 to 17. So if I go for Professor Arithmetic, if I go for Professor Arithmetic, so you can calculate for Professor Arithmetic here 2015, 16 and 17. Number of hours in which area? Just a minute, let me check that. Number of hours research. So research, number of publication upon number of research hours. So number of publications. So you can count for arithmetic the number of publications in 2015, 16 and 17. That is equal to basically arithmetic 15, 16, 17. So this is how much research, number of publications. That is 2, 3 and 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8. So that is 8. I can say 2 plus 3 plus 3 upon total number of hours. Okay, on the research. So you can say research made the percentage here, it is 70%. This is 50% and then 60%. So I can simply say 70% plus 50% plus 60% of how much? 90 hours. So into 90. लिख सकता हूँ ना ये सारी values percentage में? Please tell me, is that clear to all of you? 2 plus 3 plus 3 upon 70% plus 50, 70% of 90 plus 50% of 90 plus 60% of 90, because total teaching hours across every year is same 90. And since you need to compare, so even if you do not write 90, that is perfectly okay. So this is for arithmetic. Similarly, you can write down the data for algebra. Okay, this value, this is these 3. So that is 3 plus 2 plus 3. Upon research, number of hours spent on research, this is 65. 35% is plus, this is 75. 25% plus 40% of 90. Similarly, you can find out for geometry also. This is equal to 3 plus 1, 4 plus 4 is 8. So 3 plus 1 plus 4 upon hours, 25. So that is 75% plus 75, 25% plus 20%. of 90, and so on. So if you calculate all them, compare all of this, then you'll get the correct answer of this question as Professor Arithmetic, option 1. So is this question also clear to all of you? Now count your scores, all of you. So the cutoff, if you actually look at the cutoff of this year, you all can calculate your scores. Negative marking of, I think, 1 by 4. The cutoff for this year, if I'm talking about, if you are a male, the BM category, the cutoff was 11.34. Okay. Male HR, the cutoff was 7. You can say 43. Okay. Female BM, the cutoff was 9.2 marks, and the female HR, the cutoff was nothing but that was 6.65. That is the cutoff in this particular year. For XLRI, of course, for XIM, Bhubaneswar, and the other these schools, the cutoff will go slow, but that was the actual cutoff. And out of these 27 questions, I think easily you can solve around 13, 14 questions to construct it. They were doable. And I think one of the reasons the cutoff is going high is because of the absence of the sectional time limit. If there is no time limit, then it might be possible a lot of people are spending too much of time on the quant, and that is their stronger areas, so they can score very good marks. So it's reason ये भी हो सकता है for such high cutoff, because there is no sectional time limit in that. So anyway, any doubts to anyone in any of the questions? No? Okay, just a minute. ये cutoffs है, मैंने शायद 200 पेज लिख दिया, just see it. For male BM 11.34, male HR 7.43, female BM 9.2, and for HR it was 6. Sorry, it was 7.43. ठीक है, 9.2. That's it. Okay, guys. So good night to all of you. See you on Thursday. Because the question says what will be one of the possibilities, the least value which is possible. So the correct answer in that case is the official answer which is given on the XLRI website is for question number 12. 12 में 40 कहाँ से आ गया 45? Which question you are talking about? This is not question number 12. It was question number 14. So 45 is also one of the possibilities. But the question is, what will be the number of students with the lowest registration? So the lowest registration, it is 40. If the total number of registration is lowest, that's why. Because the question is, what will be the number of students in the elective with lowest registration? So 40. ठीक है? Or it's better to change the language of the questions to avoid any ambiguity actually. Okay, guys. So good night to all of you. See you on Thursday. Tomorrow is decision making. Okay.